Hi guys, Uncle Beard back again. Now continuing on from our discussion before about basic knife skills and the beaver tube. I'm wanting to show you another simple technique that doesn't take a lot of power, doesn't take massive hands or anything like that. So it's a good one to teach to beginners, it's a good one to teach to kids, and it's a very safe technique. Now again, this has been covered before, but this is my own personal take on it. So what we're going to do now, we're going to use the cans bar again, and what I will say to you is when you have picked a knife, and I have done a video on choosing a knife. I'll pop a link to that in the description, but stick with that knife until you get competent with that knife. Don't get caught up in that neck. Oh, I've seen that guy's knife, that guy's knife's better than my knife, it's more expensive, it's more shiny, it's this, that and the other. Stick to what you've got until you're competent with that tool. If you decide that that's uncomfortable, then maybe look at getting something that's a little bit more comfortable, or that suits the purpose a little bit more. But just stick with that knife. Get to know that knife, get to know how to look after it, and get competent with your knife. Get familiar with it, and, use it in the kitchen. Just go and sit in the garden and carve a stick, like a lot of us did when we were kids. You weren't creating anything, you just putting a point on a stick, but what you were doing is learning those basic skills. So the technique that I want to show you a little bit about today is called a chest lever. Now, like I said, I'm going to be using the cans bar again, and I've got some cherry that I've just split down, so it's a little bit green and a little bit wet. But this technique, it's, like I say, it doesn't take a lot of power, and it's a very safe technique. So what you want to be doing, you want to be reversing the blade so it's facing up towards you, and then you want to be bringing the knife so the pommel of the knife, or the butt of the knife, is resting against your chest with a good steady grip. You don't want to be moving it about and anything like that. Just get yourself comfortable. And what you want to be doing is just holding the knife still and drawing that piece of timber. So you're not moving the blade at all, you're moving the timber. And what you'll find is it's a very, very easy way of getting long controlled cuts. Now, you will see spoon carvers using this technique a hell of a lot, and you can learn a hell of a lot from spoon carvers about different knife techniques, and they're all transferable to your belt knife. They're all simple techniques. Now, if you see, I'm shaving off very small amounts of material there. That's just kind of control you're getting. So, this is a brilliant one. We all talk about feather sticks, and people get obsessed with feather sticks and make beautiful feather sticks. But it is a good way of practicing this technique, is to do feather sticks. And with a little bit of practice, it can be a technique that you can produce. You can produce decent feather sticks quite quickly with that. So you can see the amount of control you've got with that technique. The other advantage of this technique is it's a very safe way of putting quite a lot of power. Once you've got that power, it's a very safe way of putting quite a lot of power into a cut. So you can draw it off. quite large amounts of material very quickly. Now, as I said before, just stick with the knife you've got. Learn to care for that knife, learn to keep it sharp, and just learn how to use it safely. And you will, before long, realise that that technique is one of the most versatile and useful ones, and you'll end up using it all the time. It's super safe. You can be sat down cross-legged like I am now. You can be in a chair. You're not anywhere near your what is it you call it, the triangle of death, or the it's a good safe technique, and with a little bit of practice, it's a fantastic one. So that's all for now. I'll see you all again soon. Thanks for watching. Uncle Beard out.